those lifeways when Mael put us on this earth were further reinforced when we were visited by the two prophets, and especially Sweet Medicine, who came to organize our council of 44 peace chiefs, our traditional government, and our warrior societies. The most well-known of them, the dog soldiers, the Hodamia. And how he gave us our law-ways. He said, you will not lie, you will not cheat, you will not marry relatives, and neither will you commit intra-tribal murder. And if anyone comes into your camp, you will welcome them, particularly you as chiefs. You will welcome them into your lodge. You will feed them. You will give them of your best to eat. You will protect them. Those are the ways of life by which we live, still live today. Sweet Medicine said there will come a time in your lives when there will be some strangers that you will meet toward the sunrise by the big river, the Mahohe, the Mississippi River. And these strangers will change your ways. And these strangers will want your land. And these strangers will want your children. And those that they take to educate will not know who they are as Cheyennes. And he told us this after he had lived with us. It is said, for 4 long lives of a person. There are some that say 445 years. Some say, oh no, 446. Whatever. 4 long lives of a person. He taught us those things that all of those spirit powers of the world had taught him within Bear Pit. Where all of those spirit powers of the world had assembled to teach him what it is to be Cheyennes. And to have this love of the earth and of the land, and through our ceremonies to renew that land and that earth. We still do that every year. And there are those that say that we keep the earth alive through our ceremonies. Not just those of us as Cheyennes, but other nations. We continue to do that. We have never forgotten what it is to pray, because that's how we pray, through our ceremonies and in our ceremonies. We still have our sun dancers. My son has completed his 4 years of sun dancing, and before that, he danced some 7 years with our kinspeople in the Lakota. I too have gone into our lodge, and I too am one of that long line of ceremonial women. And once we go into that lodge, we come out and we're grandmothers. Don't matter what age, we're grandmothers. We're grandmothers to everybody that is. And Sweet Medicine said, I don't really want to tell you about these strangers that you're going to meet, because they will change your life. And him either. And indeed, about 1680, we met them for the first time. Some say around Peoria, Illinois. And life did change after that. And there were so many that came before them, just as Sweet Medicine said. Either they will come and they will keep coming. And there will be so many of them that you cannot stand before them. They will keep coming. And they will want this earth and this land. And they'll take it. And so they did, first through treaties, initially, through the Treaty of Fort Laramie, the Treaty of Fort Wise, and of course, Black Kettle's a chief, a man of peace, one of the Council of 44 Peace Chiefs, Simon. He was the strongest advocate for peace that we as the Cheyenne people have ever had. And according to the Fort Laramie Treaty, 1851, we reserved for ourselves huge land areas that straddle the states of Wyoming, Nebraska, Colorado, and Kansas. The entire Rocky Mountain front of Colorado. Let's see. And then in 1861, because Black Kettle wanted to be at peace with those strangers who had come to live among us, he signed the Treaty of Fort Wise. And of course, the dog soldiers were not happy with him at all for giving up the bulk of our lands that straddle those 4 states. The dog soldiers were not happy with him at all. And then into this, the date of 1864, which Dr. Oliver, I'm sure, is going to visit with you more about, Sand Creek, where Black Kettle and his people were attacked with such savagery. My great-grandmother, whom I always thought was there, as was another great-grandmother whose name was Pfister. And Pfister was wounded at Sand Creek. White Buffalo Woman was not wounded, and they survived. Both of them survived. The dog soldiers were not at all pleased with what had happened there. And they carried our arrows north with them. And they raided at Julesburg. Now remember, there are those that say we're nothing but those savage, barbaric fiends out to kill every wagon, every person, and every wagon train that's coming in its way across Kansas, Colorado. There's a flip side to it. We were guaranteed those lands according to treaty. And those that came across the Santa Fe Trail were violating and intruding and trespassing upon unfortunately. Stop and think what you would do if someone broke into your home. Trespass on your property. Maybe you would not have dealt with it in such extreme measures, but it's our lands. And we're still walking the road of life. And we still are governed by our value systems. And put a great deal of emphasis upon love and respect, compassion, understanding, generosity. But we have to understand. And ultimately there comes that day, I'm sure, of reconciliation and understanding. I've done my bit. I've had to forgive. And my way of forgiveness was to help write a book, the Native American Comprehensive Plan for the United Methodist Church. I was that person from a spiritual community that wrote along with the clergy from the Methodist Church a book called Spirit Law. And I got to go as a delegate to the International Convention of the Methodist People in Tampa, Florida, a couple of years ago when our book was introduced. That was my way of trying to deal with this whole aspect of reconciliation, repentance, and the like. And so there was Sand Creek, and then shortly after that, in 1865, the Treaty of Little Arkansas. And we were supposed to receive some kind of remuneration for the atrocities at Sand Creek, but I believe the United States Senate took that clause out of that treaty. And finally, the final treaty that we entered into with the United States of America as sovereign nations, the treaty negotiated at Medicine Lodge Creek. Black Kettle again signed that treaty. He was so steadfast in being a peace advocate that it resulted in some of the more, then we have some. The other protectors in the tribe saying, how can you still want to be at peace with these people? But he saw that as the only way. So we signed the Medicine Lodge Treaty again, along with